How's it going today, everyone? This is Sage, and today we have our first double upload on the channel. I hope you guys do enjoy that. Today we're going to touch on some of the changes in the TCG market based on the OCG ban list, and we're also going to talk about how Battles of Legend Terminal Revenge is doing after opening weekend. We didn't cover it on opening day. Lots of movement since then, so if you guys do enjoy the double upload, let me know in the comments, leave a like below, subscribe if you guys are new. And the first card I want to touch on is Glow Up Bulb. Now, this card was at 1 in the OCG before they just unlimited it, and this card's still banned in the TCG. I don't know why it's still banned. We kind of expected this to be limited after it became limited on one of the prior OCG lists, but we just haven't seen this change over here. And we've seen quite a bit of movement on this already. We are like an hour and a half post OCG ban list at the time of recording. We're already down to 32 ultis. We've had a few copies move. Where I've seen the most movement is with the secrets. So lowest near mint on the ulti is sitting about 67. That's not too much of a shocker there. This card is just really, really pretty. The Ultras, I don't really care about the OG Ultras. I think the Secrets look so much better. But we'll go ahead and give them a little peek. Yeah, see, they haven't seen any movement at all. So, yeah, these haven't seen any movement at all in, what, 10 days? That's kind of crazy. Secrets have seen a little bit of movement, though. Smart on here. It's, what, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 copies, 3 playsets. Not too bad of a pickup. I think I have 2 of these sitting around. These Legendary Collection 5Ds Secrets are just really, really pretty. I don't know what it was about the print, but these are just really clean. I do really like these. Lowest near mint, sitting at 7 for non-verified, but if we're looking verified, you're going to pay about 9.5, over 10 after shipping and taxes. Not too awful. I'm tempted just to pick up the 3rd, complete my playset for the band binder. We look at the 6 month. See, we saw this steady decline, and I think it must have been around here where it got, or oh my god, was it all the way back here when it got limited in OCG? Because I remember this card spiked like crazy. God, don't tell me it's been that long already. Feeling old as hell. The gold's cheap, accessible foil print if you guys need them. Or you guys can just get the common for an easy access version. Either one is going to work. Just doesn't hurt to have these on hand. They moved it from limited to unlimited in OCG, so I think it's just a matter of time before they bring this back in the TCG. Next, I want to talk on the Dragon Rulers. These guys haven't seen a ton of movement yet. These guys, all 4 just got semi-limited from limited in the OCG ban list. Blaster is the lowest on quantity. But it was like this prior to the ban list too. Trust me, I was looking for Blaster in particular because he's the only one out of these 4 tin promos that I don't have a full playset of. So I was looking at picking up another Blaster. Redox is giga cheap. Title also pretty cheap. Tempest surprisingly being higher than Redox and Title. No clue why. This one has more prints than the other 3. And then Blaster being the lowest print. Lowest available copies on the market. It makes sense. Blaster is probably one of the better ones. I'm surprised we haven't seen anything with Title or Redox yet since they got unbanned. Thunder Dragon Colossus. Let's give it the good old refresh. We're at 84, 86, 97. 84, 86, 97. Okay, we're still at the same. Ultis, I don't think these have moved a ton. Yeah, we've had 4 move. Secrets, still sitting about $11, $12. We've had a singular copy move. And Ultras, I don't even think. Yeah, 2 copies. Wow. Yeah, just pick these up at $3, $4 if you need an easy access version. If you guys don't have Colossus already, it's limited in TCG, so you can play this. I'm not saying it's a good idea. I haven't seen any results, even with the Nemesis stuff. Like the Nemesis Corridor. Nemesis Corridor being this high is kind of crazy still. Yeah, see, it hit the spike and declined, and it's been climbing pretty steady since. Looks like these saw 2 whole playsets move. Somebody bought a whole playset at 10 each. Ton moved on the 22nd. Why did so many move on the 22nd? It's all like singular copies, so maybe just people wanting to play Thunder Dragon Colossus, I guess. There's copies available at $7. Whole playset here, $7.05 each. $7.05 each. I don't know why this guy paid 10 each. Crazy. I wouldn't want to lose $6, but maybe that's just me. Nemesis Flag. This thing also has the same kind of chart that Corridor does. It's sitting about $3 without shipping. Closer to $5 with shipping and taxes on each copy of this. Yeah, so this one, this is the one that searches. Yeah, this searches Corridor. And then Corridor can summon out Colossus if you activate its in-hand effect. Keystone and Umbrella, these are like valueless. They're not played at all. Beatrice, we saw this thing get limited, which means OCG is not ready to kill it off yet. I'd be shocked if they kill it off in the TCG before or shortly after Fiendsmith arrives. I think they'll give it a little bit of time to breathe before they ban it. Kind of the same thing they're doing with OCG. But if we don't have the mini goddess, this is not really going to go anywhere. The mini goddess is what makes the Fiendsmith engine so splashable. So if you guys don't know what mini goddess does, or what it is essentially, it's a light fiend link 2, and it's completely generic to go into. It needs 2 effect monsters, which means any deck that can summon 2 effect monsters can go into the baby goddess, which can then go into the link 1 for the Fiendsmith, which can then search out your main deck Fiendsmith, which from there you go into the fusion summon, and then you can bring out Beatrice. It's literally just free Beatrice for any deck, and Beatrice is just a foolish burial. So these copies have been moving pretty steadily in preparation for the Fiendsmith stuff to come out. We saw a little bit of a decline. No copies have moved today, which is honestly not that shocking. They were kind of high anyway. But yeah, expect this card to get banned in the future. I don't think it's going to be around for too much longer. After the Fiendsmith stuff starts seeing more generic play. About $7 pre-shipping taxes for this copy. If you guys just need a copy to play and don't want to risk pumping that much money into a card that's probably going to get banned, like a 95% chance to get banned, just buy the Brothers of Legend Ultra. Don't pick up the maximum gold rare. That's not really worth the hassle. It's ugly. As a gold defender, I used to love the maximum gold and the Eldorado golds, but I just can't keep defending them now that PURs exist. PURs are just so much superior with the embossing that they have. Now let's touch on some Terminal Revenge stuff. So Terminal Revenge, I don't really care about the higher end stuff. Sorry, high end guys. If you guys are searching the Dragon Master Magia, good luck. What is it, like 1 in 9 cases or some shit to see 1 with perfect variants? Yeah, no thanks. So top of the set in terms of non-QCRs is obviously Phantom of Yubel. We'll actually run back and look at Phantom of Yubel real quick. I think it's like 65. Yeah, it's like 65, 40 copies available. Kind of the same thing we saw with Nightmare Throne. I suspect that before the Fiendsmith stuff comes out, this will decline a little. Maybe get down to like 50, 55. If you guys want to pick, 2? I think this deck plays 2 of this. Maybe 3. I couldn't tell you. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But yeah, pick these up before Fiendsmith comes out, but don't pick them up now while everybody else is going after them. These will probably fall in the couple weeks we have until Infinite Forbidden comes out. Some of these QCRs have gone up quite a lot. The Seraphy Jasmine, this thing was pretty expensive. You can see it shot up to 60 now. No real shock there. Jasmine was always a really expensive card, mainly due to it being a solo print in Dual Power, Dual Overload, one of the dual sets. But now this is like an official high rarity of the card, so people are gonna flock after this, especially the plant lovers. Sprind being like $44, $45, that's not too shocking. Again, this does have a secret in Darkwing Blast. I like the secret. I have a copy somewhere in the mess. Somewhere around here. Gigantic being 67 is kind of shocking, though. I was kind of expecting this to be around 50. Also, what the hell happened with Diviner? Why is it 115? Hello? It's officially more expensive than Lara. Oh well, it's not my money, I guess. Yeah, it has an ulti also, which is crazy that the quarter century is that high. But speaking of Lara, this is the second most expensive card. If you don't pull the Phantom of Yubel, this is what you want to see. It's at about 25. This was, what, like $10 on pre-order? So if you guys bought these on pre-sales, you guys are up pretty good. And you probably haven't even received the cards yet, so good job. Lancia, this thing is really shocking. This thing is 11 listings. Lowest is $20 verified. These were no shit $6. Like down here, they were as low as $6. And if you guys picked any copies of these up, you guys are winning. These are up over 3x. As soon as you get them in, turn around and flip them if you aren't playing them. I wish I would have picked up a few of these, but I did not. Same with Substitute. I didn't pick up any of these because I figured they'd probably sit around 6 or 7. That was my mistake. But yeah, 1004 3 shipping, so that's like $11 a pop if you buy the playset. That's the lowest playset available too. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, this was shorted along with several other cards. There were even like short printed ultras from what I was hearing. So these are all shorted. I think all of these. Oil was shorted. Kurikara, Granguinal. I don't know about the Infernoid stuff. I didn't pay attention to it. Phantom of Yubela shorted. Diviner is a shorted ultra rare, hence why it's like $4. Sprite Blue also shorted, hence why it's $4. This might have been, yeah, judging by listings, it maybe was. This I know was. This was like $1, and now it's damn near $4. Same thing with Jasmine. This was $1.25, I think, the lowest I saw it on Friday morning, and it's now $3.5. Sprite Starter is also shorted, and it's like $2.5. Shining Star Dragon, was it shorted, guys? Look at the listings. I don't think it was. Branded Fusion, I can't remember if that was shorted. It might have been. But yeah, there's a lot of neat movement. This Bryonic, this thing's 35 listings. Same with Sprint. Sprint being, I think this was shorted also. Same with Gigantic. Snatch Steel being like $1 for a secret is kind of cool. I still have my OG MRL Ultra. It's an unlim. And then I have a 25th anniversary SRL Snatch Steel. I'll probably just pick up the secret just to have it like a playable copy versus a vintage copy. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Medallion being like 30 cents, that's kind of crazy. Especially with the Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1 buyouts on that card for the dual terminal technology common one. Cartesia, I think this was shorted to, hence was 46 listings. About a quarter to 50 cents. But yeah, there's a lot of low-end stuff here that could see potential. Like Branded Lost is an Ultra. People are probably going to prefer playing this over the OTS Super, though I do think OTS Super would hold the scarcity. Yeah, I think the alternate arts were shorted from what I was hearing. I can't remember exactly. The Ultras, I'm not too familiar on the shorts, but I do know that there were quite a few. Full Armored Utopic Raylancer being this far down seems kind of odd to me. This is one I'd probably keep my eye on. At a quarter, you can't really go wrong. This was seen play, and I think it does see more play when Sharks get their support. So keep an eye on this just in case. Ib at like 12 cents. This seems like a pretty easy card to go in on. Just pick up a few dozen of these, spend a couple bucks, and just wait for it to get unlimited. Medallion, again, is the Rhoda. Sure, go ahead and pick up some. This set, it had some really good reprints, but man, I feel like they could have done a lot better. Substitute being the only frog printed in here, when they could have printed stuff like Dupe Frog, which only has one super, and it's an OTS super. Let's actually refresh this. double check. Yeah, 10 listings. The structure deck common has sub 100, and then the OG common has 150 plus. I found like a dozen of these, 3 or 4 dozen swap frogs, probably a dozen or 2 unifrogs, all in bulk, weeks ago. I think I've moved most of my swap frogs, which is kind of disappointing. You'll see why here. Yeah, 18 listings on the common. Stardust Overdrive common. This is no filters, by the way. 33 listings on the Dual Overload Ultras. Let's take a peek at these commons. So I was selling these for about $1.50 a piece for unlims. So I guess it could be worse, but you're seeing about 2.5. Somebody bought mod plays for $3.75. Let's go unlims. Yeah, unlims are pretty much wiped off the market. Near mints are looking about $10. Nobody's buying them though. What about first ads? First ads were sitting, again, same thing, just bought out, gone. If you guys have common bulk, feel free to go through and look for these swap frogs. I'm telling you, they are easy money. If you guys have dual overload too, hell, go look for the ultras. I have a playset of these. I have a playset or 2 of the commons. Ultis, of course, they're up to. Substitute got a reprint. Everybody wants max rarity frogs. No shock. Unifrog, this one is still a solo print. 78 listings. Let's go ahead and give it a good old refresh. See what it's at now. 78 listings, about $1 a piece. These are, again, another card that's really nice to pull out of bulk. You can get an easy $1 for them, minimum. Not too bad. Treeborn. This is one that I was interested in because of the new Lost art that came out. Looks like we're sitting about $8 or $9. Very low listings on this. I'm hoping to pick these up full playset at like $6, $5 a piece, but we'll see if it even gets that low. Treeborn is one that's always been pretty low on listings, aside from the Shadow of Infinity rare. Yeah, otherwise every single printing is normally sub 20 listings, which is kind of odd. The ulti having 64 listings too, as I say that, is kind of funny. But yeah, larts. If you guys have like a local OTS, go down to your OTS and spend some money and see if they have the larts. Because these should be in circulation right now. If you guys are seeing this video when it's going live. So $30 on product, and you guys should get a Treeborn. So try to pick up a set. Really, really good card to have. Glow-up bulb. I think we already touched on this, didn't we? So I think that brings us to the end. If you guys have any cards that you guys want me to go over in the next market watch later this week, let me know down in the comments below. Subscribe if you guys are new. Yeah, like the video. And thank you guys a lot for over 115 subs. We're on the way to 150, then 200, then 1,000, then 10K, then 100K. We'll get there eventually, you know, no problem. Appreciate all the love and support. We'll see you guys later. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.